No nat ones.
You get a nat 1, and an illithid just breaks the space-time continuum, rips a hole through the plane, and just rips you out.
Without losing any
and
more
then you're on a
time.
nautiloid flying through space, and then it becomes Baldur's Gate 3, and then you remake your character on that.
The broomstones of Captain Anita Shanty's skyship hum softly as the vessel hovers above you, moored several dozen feet above the remains of Akanthal, the Blue Dragon. You and your group took some time to harvest these remains for its scales, horn, teeth, blood, and meat. The dragon's head has been secured to the ship's mast, a worthy trophy to remind you of your achievement here today. The desert sun crests toward the horizon, the blue sky becoming awash with shades of mauve and deep red orange. The exposed ribcage and various bones of the now decapitated, butchered remains cast long shadows across the sands. Oh, I told you to turn on camera so OBS doesn't fuck with me. I'll fix it later. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You guys, you see above the remains these like large vultures circle above, sort of encroaching hungrily upon their feast before them. What was once a formidable and majestic creature has been reduced to a large pile of gore exposed to the elements. A rancid smell carries upon the warm winds, has some of the crew retching sick. A swarm of flies bites, quick, attracted by the scent of setting rot descending upon the harvesting site. Wild packs of coyotes stalk and pace away. Now and then you see a wild dog pounce forth and sink its teeth, rip and drag away a pound of flesh. Soon enough, further harvest of the dragon turns into this contest between man and beast. So, wishing to avoid an injury and an incident, the captain gives the command for all hands on deck. The crew leaves, the dragon remains to be consumed by the earth. Sir Winston, an itching sensation ravages your signet hand where the ruby ring rested upon your finger. Beneath the gauntlet and pale flesh, pulsing vermilion veins sprawl down your arm, and it feels as if you've got shards of crystal glass digging through the limb, their sting sort of accentuated with every beat of your pulse.
Okay. I don't want to. I'm not going to do anything with that at the moment. I'll mention it to the team later.
Okay. Julian.
Okay.
Your hexblade quivers in your grasp. Whispering susurrations invade your mind, steadily growing louder. Your vision then blurs. To the rest of you, Julian appears disoriented, one hand clenched around his hexblade, the other hand reflexively raised to his temple as if to stem some sort of a migraine. Julian, for the briefest of moments, the world around you seems to fade. In that darkness, you glimpse a scene through eyes not your own. A scene of yourself within Gilmore's emporium, handing a jar to Sean Gilmore himself. Within the jar, your vision focuses upon the contents, swimming within which is like this live tadpole. Your focus is drawn toward the tadpole, which wriggles out of the jar and onto your hand. You feel this compelling urge to bring it closer, inspect it, study it, know it, love it. That's when your patron's voice echoes in your mind. Embrace. The tadpole curls up into like a spiral. A filmy membrane cocoons it, and you watch as it transforms into that of like a spiraling shell. The shell slips out of your hand and drops to the ground, sinking beneath what is now in inky waters at your feet. You look down at those depths. In its place, the Leviathan from your night's dream emerges out of the void, an enormous eel-like aberration swimming through this inky darkness. And then, as suddenly as it began, the vision ends, and you blink back to stand in the here and now. How long were you out? You're not sure. Moments later, the rest of you guys see Julian's expression relax as he blinks away delirium, returning focus to the here and now, bringing his hand away from his temple. Julian, in your now unclenching fist, you reveal a small, dark purple, fossilized, like nautilus shell. Like a snail shell. The Mind Flayer has marked you worthy of its gift. Innately, you feel yourself part of some grand design. You have made a pact with an unknowable entity to accept and receive unknowable powers, and now you face unknowable consequences. What do you do?
Do I feel like I innately know what this shell is or does?
You can certainly attempt to attune to it or become one with its essence, should you find a way. How would you like to roleplay this?
I'm gonna like study it, move it around in my hand, see if like I hear anything as I move it. Maybe bring it to my ear, see if I can hear anything that way.
Bring into your ear, you can hear
Maybe try
something
blowing
squirming
into it.
inside the shell.
Oh.
There's an innate connection with whatever entity resides within the shell, squirming within it. You look at the shell itself, it's dark purple fossil shaped like a spiraling shell. You see stanzas of a familiar language, Qualith, traced upon the surface. And sort of tracing your hand upon them, you get the sense, the tale of the pact sealed between you and Malchior. You get a sense of the use of this item as your fingers trace over the Qualith stanzas. Your fingers trace over the surface, and into your mind you get this mystical message. Therein lies access to a reservoir of experiences of entities connected to the far realms. This shell has the properties of a sending stone that communes with Malchior's hive mind, replies to which are delivered telepathically. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can try and attune to the shell to connect to this hive mind and gain a proficiency in one skill of your choice, as you momentarily can project your consciousness into the far realms. This proficiency lasts until the end of your long rest. You glance at the shape of the shell, and it appears to fit perfectly into a now newly formed caveat hole socket in your hex plate that the shell can just latch onto and bond with the blade, making it one with the blade. While carrying this artifact, you sense that your psionic powers are enhanced as well. Creatures under the effect of your psychic whispers sense each other's telepathic communication as well. Of course, there's always a caveat. You feel yourself weakened. Your defenses dropped as a small part of you has let in something foreign. You have disadvantage when saving throws against innate spells, such as Detect Thoughts, Scrying, Phantasmal Force, cast by psionic creatures such as Threekreen, Illithids, and other denizens of the Far Realm, for as long as you possess this gift. What do you do?
Life choices.
For now, I will put it into the socket where it seems to fit into within my hex blade.
You see 4 tendrils stretch out from the opening of the Nautilus shell and cling onto the blade, bring itself closer, latching on, and then slowly retrieving back to the blade as it sockets itself.
And then Julian will put his blade away, hidden beneath his cloak as he usually does. Sort of lets out a deep sigh as he contemplates what he just saw right now. That's something. Yes,
Is-
we'll have things to talk about later.
Is Julian like around everybody right now or no?
Yeah,
Your call.
that's what I want to know too.
This is the crew of the ship is aboard the ship. I know where my people are. Where you guys are is your call. The captain has given orders for all hands on deck. People are bringing back the cargo from the Dragon. That's what my people are doing. Where you guys are is up to you guys.
Where's your character, Julian?
I mentioned I would have been where I was before, standing around the middle of the ship near work.
To be
And
fair, I
the
did
squirrel
describe people
and the
witnessing Julian
cannons.
going through all this.
Okay. So we'd be seeing this happening. With Rye's passive perception, would he be able to see what the shell's doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's everybody else on the ship, out of curiosity?
I'm at my post.
Winston would be down below, trying to carve up meat.
Naya would be in the medicine room, just going through it, having patched everybody up, or patched up anyone that needed so after the battle. She'd be going through kind of like the inventory and reorganizing, having used a bunch of it. So.
Hey Julian, what's wrong? You look sick. Or maybe you just saw a dragon. You get it? Because we just killed one.
Yeah, I think I just felt a tingling in my body from, I think some of that dragon breath was still running its course through me, but I'm fine.
Julian, roll me a
Right,
deception check.
Yeah, roll me a deception. Fucking slap me with one.
He's a freaking rogue. Doesn't he have
He
like?
rolls in that one.
Wow.
Will, your character picks up a string of lies in his speech. He's hiding something. Everybody else who has a passive perception that, or passive insight that can pick up on 17 senses so as well.
Riot's gonna walk up next to Julian and put a hand on his shoulder, lean in and whisper gently into his ear. I know there's a lot of new faces here. I know I was a lot of it a few days ago, and I don't know what you've actually said, but I was able to see what that shell was doing up there. Can't hide too much from me there, buddy, but make sure what you decide to do doesn't throw everybody else under the ship. I know that given patrons offer increased power, but sometimes that increased power is too risky of a trade-off. And I remember Zeno saying at one point that the patron that you have is quite a dangerous one, and that you want to be careful of it. I just don't want to see you make any wrong choices that will have your life threatened.
Julian nods at Riot and understanding. He says, of course, you and Nia are familiar with my circumstances. I'll open up to Julia and Winston soon. Not right now.
Just between you and me, you might want to keep that thing not as slithery as it was just now. Especially on the ship with a bunch of people who are ferrying us from place to place. But I think you definitely do need to have a talk with everybody, and I saw how you were looking. That reminds me of back when we were in Betrayer's Rise. Something happened. I think you should talk about it.
Something happened.
Maybe over our next meal we can have quarters in a chat, just so everybody knows. And you can tell us what has occurred.
Maybe in the temple.
Okay.
Be alone.
Right will nod and go back to his post.
Julie, Lorian, do me a favor and add the text posted there as a feat. You possess this feat, gift of far realms, for as long as you hold on to the shell, as long as it's within your possession. It does not require 2 minutes. It's part of your pact.
While that's going on, I want to. Naya, you said that you're in the surgeon's medicine room. Are you there? Yes.
Was it not working? Why is it not
There you
working?
are.
Working now?
I hear you.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is in the surgeon's room.
Which I think is right nearby the kitchen.
Yeah.
I wanna head over to Naya and be like, Naya, I have this awful itch, scratch in my throat. Don't suppose you could check it out?
First, she gets out tongue compressor. Says, "Say ah for me."
I'll go as wide and loud as I can.
And she checks it out. And Tom, if I remember correctly, this is to do with his corruption. Yes. This is from has linked to the ring.
I mean, you've seen these symptoms before upon Xeno, yes?
Though, not would I be able to tell the difference between what was happening to Zeno versus what's happening to Winston?
I apologize for answering a question with a question, but let's think about this way. Would Megan be able to tell that difference? Given the various, evidence I've presented thus far, would you as a player be able to tell the difference of what's going on?
I know it was different because Zeno didn't complain about like a sore throat. He just
Then
had the rash.
then that's precisely what your character is also picking up on at this moment.
Okay.
Your character, in terms of reading, probably knows just as much as you, Megan, do.
Okay. Perfect.
Makes it easier on you.
So Winston, these are this is more. I don't know if this is linked to your use of the ruidium ring. Like, did you feel like when you were using it, was there anything that happened? Like, did you feel like you really more than just the rage? Like, was there anything else that happened while you were using it?
Well, I'd say that I'd certainly felt a surge of strength. Uh, Perhaps.
Sir Winston, what makes you angry? What is a memory that brings about you the pain of anger, of anguish, of what you would title Red Fury? Because that is what you glimpsed for the briefest of moments. That is what the ring made you tune to, where you found your strength. What is that for Winston?
Okay. So you're saying that I would have a glimpse, like maybe a vision?
Yeah, be it
Like
a
past
vision,
memory?
a memory, or just an association.
Okay.
Maybe just a gut feeling. Up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll go with more like gut feeling or maybe some subtle flashes of a vision. Just no matter how hard I try, I keep failing just over and over. And then I train and try harder. I train, learn, try to perfect whatever it is I'm failing at. And it's just constant failure over failure. I think that would be a source of of rage. Just never achieving that goal, no matter how hard I try.
Well, I can't speak too much to necessarily that other than just cautioning that it's okay to fail. That's where we learn, where we grow. Um, where you find your courage and bravery is from being scared, from failures. Um, as to your symptoms, from past experience of seeing how Zeno did with this ring when he used it, this isn't a symptom that I've seen before. I've seen this rash on your hand, but I haven't seen this symptom before. So it's definitely something we're either gonna have to look into to see if it's not related to the ring. If maybe you're just coming down with the cold. But if it is related to the ring, it's definitely something we need to keep watch on. And if you keep feeling this sinking feeling of failure that's like triggering, then definitely caution.
That's something I can try to work on. Though you're saying that we have no way of curing this ailment, and you've seen it before.
Yes.
I suppose. Has this fate's fortune gone down into Cal Morrow by chance?
We haven't been down there yet. We also haven't had much of an opportunity to speak with the Allegiance or anybody else that might know a bit more about this, as we've continuously been just jumping from one errand to the next one quest to the next. So I definitely think it'd be something that we should, when we get back to El Corral, definitely be something we should probably look into, just for your health and anyone else who decides to use it. I believe you passed the ring on to Julian, didn't you? Or do you still have it?
Used it. Still on me.
So
I
you
used
still
it.
have
Yeah, right. Yes, of course. I used it during that fiasco. Right before the dragon tossed said minion overboard, fell and plummeted to his death.
Yes. Though I wasn't sure, after I kind of gave you a bit of a beatdown, I wasn't sure whether or not if you had passed it to someone else or if you had just put it in a pocket.
No, I took your advice to stop using it. I still have it on, but I'm not leveraging that, I guess we could say, angrier side of the Arcana.
So sweet. I always feel sad to see someone so sweet get so angry.
All right, perhaps we'll find more answers, as you said, either at the Allegiance or even in Cal Morrow. For now, I guess I will have to endure.
Yes, maybe since you're spending some time in the kitchen, maybe have some lemon tea, a little bit of honey, maybe.
How delightful.
Fair enough.
Up from a up from a top on the deck, and then through the grates and everything. She'll come down from her post and just kind of mosey on over, looking to see what everything's going on. Feels pretty good about killing a dragon. She kind of bends down, or excuse me, squats down. Hey, chef, you down there? Oh, you getting your boo-boos looked at?
Yes, I am. No, I was just checking out this incredibly frustrating itch in my throat.
Well, I'm not gonna ask any more about it, but we got a lot of cooking to do. We got to celebrate a nice feast. We just laid ourselves a dragon. The best meats you got, Captain. The best wine and rum, right? We doing a little bit of celebrating here and a little bit of cha-cha-cha,
It seems that somebody has already went ahead and brought out a barrel on deck. I shall have goblets brought out, says the captain. Excuse me, I seem to have caught a cold.
No, that's okay, Captain. You can just relay all your words to me and I'll fucking yell them out. I got a big mouth. Don't worry about it.
I am feeling under the weather. I'll need the first mate to take over. I shall be in my quarters.
Julian, you still looking sick? You cruising around? Maybe you need to eat a banana or something. Maybe eat an orange. Don't get scurvy.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
It is It is. You're right, Julia. It is called for celebration. We felled a dragon. How many people can say they've ever done such a thing, or even lived to escape from one? Drinks, dragon meat, feast, everything. Let's celebrate as we continue our journey.
As you continue your journey, you venture forth, taking to the skies. In jubilation, you celebrate. In revelry, you drink. Hours pass as the skyship continues peacefully to glide past low clouds. At some point, I need like a trick of water or something. At some point, the storm's horizon passes over the wreckage of the familiar sand grouse ship, as well as other notable landmarks. You see decrepit stone ruins half buried in the sands, remnants of civilizations past, now reduced to crumbling stone. As you approach the last leg of your journey, heavy clouds mist over the main deck and obscure much of your view ahead. From, I would imagine, being in charge of the crow's nest, would you like to take advantage of its positioning to get sight of your surroundings, or do you stay in the main deck there, Julia?
No, I'll go back up.
Sounds
if
good.
Everyone's going back to post.
Do you want to rule that advantageous perception check with your spyglass to see what's around you as Riot continues to help navigate and everybody's sorting out their duties on ship? 28, awesome. Nothing avails itself to you. Oh, nothing veils itself from you, rather. From atop your crow's nest, you noticed something that reminds you of home, actually, of the Feywilds a little bit. You notice like these like fairy lights ahead, like a swarm of bluish fireflies emerging from the fog. They trail their luminescence in the wake, leaving behind a weave of soft light that changes color. And soon enough, you are surrounded by these small motes of starlight that swarm the ship all throughout.
Are they just little tiny lights, or are they like actually like maybe little tiny creatures?
There seem to be little tiny lights. You reach to perhaps have one land on your hand, and it just passes through your hand, like exploding out into many shimmers and reforming a few inches away from your hand, as if you just touched like some sort of a illusion spell or something. But like it's immaterial, but it's definitely casting an illumination. Let me put us on this map here, just to give you a better visual of what you're looking at. Oh my god, my throat. I'll be fine eventually.
Go get water.
In a bit.
I think Tom needs the lemon and honey.
Your lemon and honey. As you are surrounded by this, are you proficient with Arcana, there, Julia?
No.
Is anybody here proficient with Arcana?
Yeah.
Anybody who's proficient with Arcana, go ahead and make me an Arcana check if you would like to perhaps gain some sort of idea of what's going on. 19 plus your bonus 24. You find yourself surrounded by literally unraveling magic, a weave of arcane ley lines, shimmer with cerulean blue glow, sprawling like currents of mana on the wind. Quartermaster, Quartermaster, you have a choice here as a navigator. You can guide the person at the helm in an attempt to maneuver the ship away from this encroaching ley line winds as they grow stronger, or stay the course. Beam reach, let out the sails, letting the sails fill with this downward arcane wind.
Right, would say let out the sails. Seeing that it looked like almost starlight and magic, you would think it would be almost a gift from above, whether it was Saheen or if it was Melora giving them a light along their path.
Okay. The crew works to beam reach the sails outwards, full sails fluff as the entire ship is hit with a speed boost that has the Broomstone engine sort of become the focal point of this ambient magic. You see it become glow even stronger, hum even louder. The ship takes 5d10 force damage and then receives this speed boost, cutting hours of travel as the ship quickly traverses several dozen miles ahead in the wake of this storm. At some point, as the ship creaks and tries to keep together throughout this arcane lightning, you begin to feel, each of you begin to feel like lighter. Your mass no longer clings to the same manner of gravity. Your steps, you're moonwalking aboard the ship. You're leaping up, and with each leap, you hover 10, 20 feet and then land back on the ship, as gravity itself seems to shift. And as prolonged exposure to this arcane storm has you feeling lighter, and each step springs you forward with great ease, you watch as some of the crew test out this new sensation. In his excitement, you see Squirm leap, and as if gravity has been reduced, the goblin just jumps 20 feet into the air, flailing his arms wildly as his momentum flings him across the deck, and he lands with a soft thud by the helm. And the rest of you feel that same springiness to your step.
Bouncy,
Wow.
bouncy.
I'm gonna be jumping around also. Yeah, enjoying it.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Riot's gonna make sure
Definitely.
nobody flies off the ship.
Some of the crew begins to secure themselves to lifelines just in case this effect increases, and it does as you continue your explosion through the storm, and the speed of the ship increases and the broomstorms increase. This ambient magic that surrounds the ship essentially each of you gain the effect of the jump spell, tripling your jump distance for as long as you're charged with this magic. This will last probably until your next long rest, so keep that in mind. By the time the arcane leyline winds have come to pass, all party members with spellcasting are also surrounded in this, I'm gonna say, like harmless shower of sparks and sounds. As everybody with spellcasting, you regain one expanded spell slot of a random level. So go ahead and roll that as I go ahead and get myself some water.
I only have one used spell. Can I just take that one back?
I mean, the only one I got was the second level.
I guess I need to do a 1d4 and hope that it's a 1.
Hey, 4th level spell slot came back.
The 1d1. God damn it. No, I didn't get it back.
That's awesome.
The only one I used command was the only spell that I used. It's a level 1 spell, so.
Hey, I'm just happy to have another blight spell back in my pocket.
Hooey. That's better.
Would this be able to recover a racial spell that I cast?
No, rituals don't use spell slots. Alrighty then.
While we were harvesting, would we have done essentially a short rest?
No.
No? Okay. I just want to double check.
But if you want to, take a short rest while the ship travels, you can.
Riot's gonna probably want to have everybody rest before we even go into the temple, because Riot's is at about half health anyways. And
Okay.
his spell slots are a little bit more set for travel and fighting a dragon than anything else.
Well, Naya will take. Well, no. Yeah, no. If we're gonna take a rest, whenever we get there, it's all good.
You see one of the sails get hit by this arcane lightning, and a blue flame spreads through the sail and just incinerate the port side jib completely. Aside from that, the ship is relatively unharmed, as in about half an hour from your destination, approximately 6 miles south of the vault of Shumas, your ship encounters turbulence. A heavy wind brings with it a roiling thunderstorm. Dark clouds veil the sun, and lightning can be seen flashing all throughout. It seems that the effects of the dragon are still very much present. The captain gives orders to prepare for descent, and the ship Broomstone lowers their hum. The ship steadily proceeds toward the ground until you are about 100 feet above the sand dunes, slowing down. The storm grows worse as you finally arrive near the front edifice of the Vault of Shumas. So that will be us here. Back in the Vault of Shumas. I will have you guys dictate your own approach. Starting with aboard the ship.
I was going to say, if we're 30 minutes out, Riot would sit down and do his 2 rituals.
Which are?
I'll post to the chat so everybody can see. First one would be Animal Messenger. The next one is Speak with Animals. And essentially, Riot is going to send the Animal Messenger to Starlight and the Griffins. And basically, verbal communication will be, or he's going to give verbal communication being, come towards the ship, don't act like predator, safety is here, we are here, I hope you're all alive.
What creature are you sending?
It's a fey creature. Or it's a creature that I see that's around this area, so it could be like a bird or whatever.
Yeah, what are you picking?
I guess the only birds that are really in the desert are vultures.
Buzzards.
You summon forth a vulture. Lands heavily on your shoulder, heeds your command, and then with a just leaps off. And it seems that the vulture also caught the sickness that the captain has, and flies off due west.
Okay. Basically telling them to come back to the ship, and Riot will walk around towards Isorin and tell him that since the captain is not feeling well today, I would like to impart this to you. We have 4 griffins that came on this initial journey with us, and there should be a baby displacer beast in their packs with them. Please do not harm him. His name's Starlight. He's my companion.
Fair enough.
Hoping that they would come here, and if they're hungry, please give them some food. I have some good berries here you can give to them, and I also have water in my pack that I'll leave out for you guys because they're probably pretty thirsty. So he'll take out the barrels of water and the food he has in his pack and essentially put it down as provisions for the animals and when they return.
Okay. In about maybe 5 minutes time, you being so close in proximity to the entrance, you see your vulture return with a babe cub clutched in its talons as it returns and softly lands on the ship, bringing Starlight with it. And in its wake, as a single flock, oh, you guys are over here for some reason, as a single flock, the 4 griffins also return and land upon the various masts of the ship to perch high.
Thank goodness they're alive.
Yeah. Well, did not want to pay that fine. / face prison time.
Part of the reason why I took these 2 spells for a reason.
Such powerful creatures they are. Beautiful when they're flying. Wait a minute. What is that? You's telling me you got a displacer beast here. I didn't know anything about this.
This is my companion, Starlight. We, before Zeno left, we went to a cave where there was these half demon, half dragon creatures, and they were fighting these displacer beasts. And I found this little guy hiding behind what looked to be the mother or father, and it has taken to me, and we've become friends. Now I care for it.
Honey, that's a dangerous creature you got there. Them things be evil. I've seen it.
You feel the
Yes.
creature's resonance, its thoughts, its language translate through the powerful spell. It's hungry.
Riot will give it as many good berries as it desires. And they'll also put down some dragon meat.
It chooses the dragon meat over the good berry.
And Riot will also be taking out the massive keg or barrel worth of cold water and place all 4 of them on the ship so the Griffins and Starlight can have some.
You do that.
Oh, he will. It might be a dangerous creature, but it also comes. I am a druid of Melora, and this creature, I am fully prepared to take care of it and train it and teach it. Not all creatures are inherently evil, they can be taught to be good.
There's been a few cases, but those things originated, well, there's 2 stories to the side. Either they came from Baal, or there were some monstrosities that came out from the Fae and poured into the material realm. Honey, those things are very hard to domesticate, trust me. I got 2 canines at home that'll say otherwise. You best be careful. Those things will hunt. They murder, just even for pleasure.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't really domesticated either when I was living out in the tribe in the wilderness.
There's a difference between domestication with an animal and then you being more of what's the word, an intellect, having your own conscious, you know what I mean.
I have a feeling I know what you mean, but I believe that with everything that we have, as well as the fruit of Melora that I currently carry in the bag, the bond that we share is a strong bond now. It's no longer just a simple weak one. And besides, it's only a cub. I'll have many, many years to be training this little guy.
Well, you do you. But I'm gonna say, importance, just be careful. Things don't always plan the way that you think they are. Everything has a mind of its own. Without years of domestication behind it, well, you got an uphill battle, but I'll let you figure that out.
At least I can speak with it. That's a lot better than most people.
Well, if we got more pressing matters, you guys were saying that there's something else inside of this temple, though, right?
There was a celestial, and Tom, I'm going to lead on this because it's been a while since I actually read that, and I didn't actually copy and paste it to my notes. The celestial, when we found out information about the temple, was that the caretaker that I referred to as being the celestial? It was the caretaker.
Sphinx are known to be caretakers of temples, yes.
Okay, because I thought I remember something about being a caretaker of the serpentine creatures and stuff like that in this temple. I
don't know what you're talking about there.
No worries then. There's a celestial in here, and Winston wanted to go see it, but all of us were trying to find Leia Bardet before we realized we were tricked.
Yeah, I am most interested in speaking to a celestial, even a sphinx. Be a grand event.
Well, we gotta recover a body, talk Celestial, grab the loot. Seems pretty easy enough. We got the hardest part out of the way, maybe.
Well, there is a curse that is laid upon this area. All water evaporates inside.
Well, we're just gonna have to be quick then.
We should be
We
okay.
also, last time we were here, we came across some really intense mummy creatures. That was fun. Also, in the first room, some of the floor collapses.
Since it's been such a long journey, you guys want to take a long rest before we go in? Or do you guys just wish to go in now?
What time of day is it?
It's nightfall.
Oh, we probably should sleep then. What is this thing here?
Like a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest.
It looks to be like some
Down
sort
for
of a
that?
burrow.
Oh, well, we're here. It's there. It's in reach. I can feel it in my fingertips, you know? All that treasure, all that mystery and intrigue. It's right there, isn't it so tantalizing to use?
As long as we don't have to fight
For
all
rush.
those zombies again and ghosts.
Well, we got a
We
couple
may-
cannons. We got some extra crew, some extra hands. Live a little.
Yeah, I don't fear those mummies. We took them down once. We can do it again.
Cannons and crew don't make any difference by the time we go in, because I guess, will the crew be coming in with us?
No,
No.
they're not.
Nah, they can stay out here if they want. We're gonna be doing all the heavy lifting. I mean, she kind of gets a little quiet. Between us, I mean, we were doing a lot of the heavy lifting back there, anyways. Our boy Winston. Oh man.
Most agreeably.
But, you know,
Without
hey, we
them,
get
we
into
wouldn't
a little
got
bit of
here.
trouble. You know, maybe we make ourselves known, a presence or something, and hey, send a couple cannon shots. That'll tell the other creature over there to start skedaddling.
They are still both charged. No, well, only one is charged.
I would like to rest. I myself am feeling a bit exhausted after annihilating a dragon and its minions.
Well, I guess
Must
it goes
have-
to show that these old bones still got it in her. She's still a kicking gal. Now that's fine. If we want to rest, we can rest. Oh,
Right.
well, if we're gonna rest, well, you know, so Winston, okay, or maybe I can call you Winnie. I always give all my kids, you know, nice little nicknames, just that we could use. Do you want to do that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
name
Hey, I was just running it past you.
Sir Winston.
So Winston.
And that name shall not be shorthanded.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's very deserved. You've accomplished a lot of great things. Why should I ever sully such a great name?
If you ever said Sir Winnie, I thought you would be talking about his horse.
He seems pretty keen to keep it on Steven, but yeah, that could. I think Winnie's a better name, but don't tell him that. But look,
I heard you.
no, you didn't.
Right.
Well, I was aiming that towards Riot. Excuse me. Maybe you did or didn't.
Right,
but-
just gonna snicker a little bit and just look over at the other two and think about telling them to call him Winston Sir Winnie.
Well, if we want to take some time and rest and everything, so excuse me, so Winston, I see that your magnificent cape there. It's billowing. It's gorgeous. But you got some little refining to do. You got to add your story onto it. How you conquered this dragon. I got some sewing stuff. Maybe I could help you.
I would gladly take you up on that. And as you can see, he shows, kind of stands with his back to her. And you can see those little kind of golden threaded, very crude drawings, caveman style etchings. It's what it would look like in rock. Yes, you're absolutely right. Defeating a dragon is absolutely noteworthy and must be engraved on my cloak.
It's gonna be glorious. You're gonna tell tales of your heroic deeds for a very, very long time. Maybe we could put a little bit of bedazzling, maybe a couple little jewels on it, you know, for the fire and lightning and everything.
Jewels.
Not like real jewels, but like, what do they call them?
Rhinestones?
Yeah, rhinestones, like that you see on like girls' pants or something.
I'm thinking like sequence or something. Okay.
You sure? Whatever you want it to be.
I want to be a little modest, you know, not too flashy, but just enough to tell a story, and that's what's most important is a visual depiction.
Okay, maybe I'm having a little bit of my own pizzazz, but yeah, we'll keep it that. I'll be more than happy to help you.
But I mean, if you have sewing skills, as you can see, mine aren't so fashionable, but if you do have sewing skills, I would be much appreciated if you could show me some techniques.
Naya would pipe in. Resident disguise master over here.
Well, honey,
Um,
the more the merrier. We're gonna get in
It
on
would
this, and we're gonna turn it into a passion project.
there we go. She'd be like, you know, if the rhinestones and sequins is a little bit too much, maybe we can use like some metallic thread. Still adds that zhuzh, but isn't quite so in your
Okay,
face.
okay. I'm
Wonderful
liking this.
idea.
I'm
I wish it
liking
was
this.
my own.
I can't wait for arts and crafts time.
Honey, when we get back into town, the ladies are gonna be all over you.
Gets a little excited.
Okay, fine. We'll take a little resty nappy poo. We'll wake our little sleepy heads in the morning.
Well, Sir Winston, where's dinner?
Right, we'll go down and help him with that to make sure it actually is cooked to perfection.
Hey, you are welcome to join me in the kitchen. More hands make less work.
Fair enough.
Naya
Sir,
sees Riot walk by. She'd be like, Riot, don't forget to come visit me in the surgery whenever you're done making dinner. You look like you could use a little more attention.
What, you mean me? And then he looks at you. You just see like singed fur across his face, his arms, little wisp of still like fire, maybe like looking like his tail was a little lit on fire a little bit. I think I maybe should, but I'm going to help Sir Winston here make the best dragon meat he ever has, because even though I'm a chef, this is the first time dealing with dragon meat myself, so I'll give him some tidbits and help, and I have a few spices up my sleeve that might be able to help with this.
I appoint you
So
as my sous chef.
Understandable. That's why I said after.
chef, do you have proficiency with culinary tools, chef's tools?
Right,
I do not. No.
Okay, Ryan, go ahead and roll me that proficiency of yours with advantage.
Okay, I've never actually put my proficiency with it before.
Julian, you get two helpings. You get extra rations. You gotta bulk up there, sweetie. You look a little sick.
Yeah, I do too. There we go.
You still feeling alright? You still sweating?
I'm feeling fine. Yeah.
Are you gonna get the
Are
dragon
you
meat
gonna
sweats?
work on that? You gonna work on that embroidery tonight?
Well, heck yeah. Do you need something? Do you need me? You need Big Mama to help you with something? I'm full of
No,
a bunch
not
of
at
stuff.
all. But do you mind if I watch?
Well, I would hope so.
Naya has a
Infinite
bunch of the
value.
stuff. Naya has a bunch of the stuff already because she has her disguise kit, which has some things. It doesn't have all the materials since we're not in town, so we can't buy all the materials. But she definitely has some things there that can help out.
As you help Winston cook up a meal, should you use your chef's feat to have the party gain those temporary hit points? Double them.
Oh, perfect.
So what might that be?
Throughout your cooking, you feel the ship rock to and through, still sort of moored in the open turbulence of the storm surrounding this place. The ship takes 21 damage as time continues to
Beaten out
pass.
there.
Wait, say that again. What takes damage?
As you guys are moored in the ever storm that surrounds the Tomb of Shumas, the dragon's essence still lingering after its death here. Still, it's moored and it's being battered. It just takes 21 damage as it's moored in proximity to this place.
Well, at least get the arts and crafts time started, and we can kind of, do a little bit of bonding. Maybe play some games or talk a little bit, but I might have to go repair some of the hull.
During part of at least the short rest for now, with cooking and everything like that, would I be able to currently roll some hit die or no?
I'm gonna say, yeah, you guys want to take this long rest, go ahead and take the long rest.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I just wasn't sure if I was allowed to roll yet, because if we're going to get attacked by anything.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other question. Can you take a long rest? Yes. Will you get attacked by something? You're already getting attacked by something. You're in a maelstrom. The ship is getting damaged by the hour.
At least
forget
roll
if you're-
die first.
Don't forget if you're using hit dice, you have that extra d6.
If
Right.
we're in a maelstrom, I mean, our ship is not going to survive the
I
night if we're in a
think-
maelstrom.
Yeah, I was about to say if Our ship
This
is
is-
being damaged by the weather. We probably need to hurry. We probably don't have time to sleep tonight.
Probably.
To hurry, go in there, grab what we can, grab the body, get out.
Or what we do currently is we send the ship just out of the maelstrom.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. Fly it up
I have
and
a
wait
way
it
to
out.
contact them with an animal messenger for when we go in tomorrow.
So the storm stretches out in a circumference from the Tomb of Shumas out 6 miles.
That's not too far for the ship then, does it?
Your judgment call.
I mean, if we need to run from something, it's gonna be hella far. I mean, God, by the 9s, that's gonna suck.
By the
Well,
nines.
to be fair, as long as Naya has polymorph still, I can cast polymorph and I can also change to a giant eagle. Free giant eagle, we carry 2 people, we're fine.
Are we? I feel like we need to. Also, if we like try to long rest, who knows like how much damage the ship is gonna take in 8 hours, and then along with
I'm feeling
How
like
long
a
would it
short
take?
rest is enough.
We need to prepare for the journey back. We flew into some rocks, some other, stuff is happening. It's a long way back too.
No, I don't. That's a long rest.
How much were the temporary hit points? I just want to get that.
Double it.
Double.
So I rolled 2 7s, so those 7s equal a 14.
Okay.
Those are
I
your
rolled
hit
20.
dice.
Those are your hit
That's
dice.
for health.
The chef's. I'm talking about the chef's feat.
Yeah, I'm
right?
talking about the chef's feet. Or what's your chef's feet? The temporary hit points that the party gains from them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should double it.
What is it?
You have to roll.
I'm on it.
No, it's my proficiency.
Ah,
So it's
That's what-
6 then.
So
okay,
it's-
so 6. Great.
6 instead of 3.
As part of a short rest, you can cook special food, provided you have ingredients and cook's utensils on hand. You can prepare enough food of this food for a number of creatures, 4 plus your proficiency bonus. At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice to regain hit points regains an extra 1d8 hit points. Where's the temporary hit points then?
That's the little treats that I make.
Any creature that uses a bonus action to eat one of these treats gains temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. There it is, yeah. So it's double your proficiency bonus, yes.
Yeah, so
That's you've made very potent snacks, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's dive into the thing now and then eat the snacks. And I believe I can make how many can I make?
Equal to your proficiency bonus.
So 3. So I have 3 treats. Give 1 to the tank. Julian, you don't need anything. I'll give
not?
1 to.
Yeah, fuck you, Julian.
You're fucking. You have AC 25. You're fucking fine. You're
Guys, don't make me laugh. It
it's not
hurts.
25. Chill. It's not.
Winston,
But I want to eat
Julia,
the dragon food. The dragon.
and Riot will have those.
Didn't you
Hmm.
just make 7 of them?
No.
It says
No.
4 plus your proficiency bonus.
Guys, it's literally chat. Just read it. It's his proficiency bonus is 3. He makes 3 snacks. They each give you 6 temporary hit points.
So yeah, Winston, Julia, and
Before
Riot.
anybody tries to take it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the treats are going to be like salted dragon meat. Wow.
I've been
Salted
fucking
dragon
you
meat.
over, Chad.
I just made a
Spreading.
peanut, chocolate covered peanut. It's basically going to be like rosemary, thyme with a little bit of garlic, and it's going to be almost like put almost a soft on the inside, but kind of nice and charred on the outside. Like it'll be almost like teasing jerky.
It's like a Turkish delight. Rosemary,
Yeah.
thyme, and you have like a little bit of like Italian with that sweet, and then like thyme in there. That's cool. It's like a Turkish delight.
And a little bit of garlic on top just to finish.
Yeah. It's like a anti-mint. It's just like all the bad breath.
Naya takes it as thank you and kind of really timidly looks at it and then like eats it really slowly, realizing not realizing, but contemplating the whole meaning of a dragonborn consuming dragon.
The three people that are eating this are Winston, Julia, and Riot for the D6.
Okay, works.
Yeah.
She doesn't
You
have
have
to go
enough
through this
health,
mental.
anyways.
She doesn't need to go through
Like,
this mental
how
crisis.
often do you get to eat dragon treats? I want the next set. I want the next show.
You did.
Nah, these are like special treats that Riot made. Like these things are special. He can only make 3 of them at a time. I guess so. It depends if you get hurt. If you get hit and hurt, you definitely get a treat.
Fun fact, if you have ever tried meat from an animal that's like a natural predator and has not many people, like animals that eat it, so it evolved differently, their meat is awful. Dragon meat just probably like tastes like shit. For all of, like, if we're going like evolution wise.
Yeah. If you ever get offered to eat polar bear,
Yeah.
don't do it.
It's poisonous. Polar bear is like literally like it will kill you. Yeah.
It will kill you.
What's
Don't
like
eat it.
their liver is like full of like vitamin A overdose or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally enough to kill you in like 2 bites.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save the little treat and just kind of wrap it up in a nice little fold in and
Cool.
put it in a little pouch.
It lasts
I
for
will
like
tell you
8
that-
hours, so yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
lasts for 8 hours. Otherwise, it will still taste great, but it won't have its potency to give it a little extra.
It's like, did you ever buy sushi, like box sushi, but it's like 2 days after the expiration date? It's still edible, but it's not good.
Sure, it's still edible.
You mean I let it
Or you just
ferment?
eat it.
It's already fermented. It's already fermented rice. It's dry. There's no sustenance left in it. The fish is like fish
Says
with a
you.
question mark. All right, you're the culinary one apparently.
If Julia,
I play
does
Dave the
eat it-
Diver.
if Julia eats it after 8 hours, I will describe what it turns into.
Rule for the area. All right. So to expedite this, because we've arrived, what do you guys do? Do you guys wish to moor the ship away from the storm? Long rest? Do you wish to go now?
We can
Storm.
go now if you guys want, but I would suggest we can moor the ship away because we can fly out. We have 2 people with polymorph, and I can turn into a giant bird.
Well, we have the griffins, so
We can leave those with the ship to protect the ship. We could.
Say, let's
It would probably be better to take the griffins just in case, you
Yeah,
have to expend
you-
all your
have to
spells
get-
while we're there.
right, and they can hang
Oh,
out in the front entrance. I don't want to rush this, right? I mean, we have a whole cargo load to fill, right? There's the horde, first of all, so we need the ship around to do that. I don't think we want to do that in a storm. But second of all, I don't want to rush speaking to such a grand creature.
Speaking of which, so you see this because Julian asked about it. This seems to match the crystalline form. Seems to match the same galvanized sand that you saw at the ceiling, the dome ceiling of the treasure chamber. This is like a borrow hole the dragon made with its breath. The way to the celestial being would be probably closer through the front entrance. So you have 2 points of entry. Another one if you use the cannons, but I mean, like,
Don't piss off.
But if we hovered over this entrance with the ship, then we could just like have some kind of net thing that they could lower down. We shove all the stuff on the net, and then they just like crane it up.
did you bring a net?
I'm talking in theoreticals here.
Oh, I'm talking
First mate.
in practicals
Yeah,
here.
first.
I gave you guys a whole
Very
pre-session to buy things for before you board the ship, and people bought what they bought. I don't remember anybody buying a net, so you don't have one with you, unfortunately. But it's a good idea in theoretics. You have crates, cargo crates.
There you go.
You got barrels. Load 2
They have
barrels. of
gunpowder.
gold.
And I
Do they
honestly can't see a airship not having some kind of like crate net.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I will allow retrospect for the sake of fairness. If you wanted to buy and spend your own gold to buy gunpowder, you can buy keg for 250, or If you just want like a small horn of smoke powder, you can. If you want to buy a net, in retrospect, sure, we can do that in retrospect for sake of fun.
So mind there's stone statues that'll be fighting us when we go down there.
Well, without the dragon, though, will they animate? That's a good question, though.
We don't know.
Murphy's
Yeah.
Law.
Just assume that they will, so you're not taken by surprise.
How
Let's
much
keep
of the
our
net?
expectations low.
Mhm.
How much for the nest, Tom? Because I didn't buy one assuming that a ship would have, as Naya said, cargo nets and a crane.
Yeah, but those are being used. Like they're being used for the dragon cargo already, right? So I'm gonna say if you want to buy extra equipment, it's not too expensive. For a 5x5 piece of netting, it's 1 gold piece. So depending on how big you want it, yeah, it's pennies for you guys.
Okay.
Why are
If-
we getting this netting?
How are we gonna haul up?
Are you
Okay,
gonna
Everything we
hand
find
bomb
down
all
below.
that treasure?
one coin at a
We
time.
have two. We have 2 bags of holding.
That are full of water.
Well, we can take
But
the
I took
water
that
out.
all out of his. All the food and water already out of Riot's.
I don't care. I
Why
just
the
want to
heck-
talk to the stupid Celestial.
You're stupid. I'm the one rolling the dice here. Get careful now. I'm gonna
Well,
say
I
if
don't
you-
mean no insult. I'm not necessarily calling the Celestial stupid. It's just I'm expressing my frustration. And
yeah, guys, make a decision. Yeah, he's correct.
Yeah, let's have the ship drop us off or whatever we're gonna do, and then
Mhm.
let's leave. Let's have some kind of device or something that we can use to signal them if the ship goes out of range. You know, if we had
I have a ritual
anything
spell.
magical or something.
does anybody on this ship have a little spies murmur? I have one. Does the captain or any of the other crew?
You listen into the spice murmur and you don't receive any signal here now.
Marvelous.
No Zentrim aboard the ship. No spies. But Will, you said your animal messenger is a ritual spell, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good to know. I'm learning new things.
It also lasts 24 hours, I believe. Or, no, yeah. It lasts a long time.
Yeah.
And I can just bring him back.
It's not an instantaneous method of messaging, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I'll relink it. I have this, but I also have, if I use up a wild shape spell, I can also get a find familiar for I think an hour or something, so.
Well, if we have something that we can message the ship, you know, when it goes out of range, we get all the loot, we make sure the place is safe, either the storm subsides or if it's still there, we have a device to say like, hey, come pick us up, job's done. They bring the ship back in, takes minimal damage, hopefully, and then we fly out.
The crew does you one better. Something that's a little bit more reliable. They're gonna drop you off, navigate the ship out of a storm, and come back in 1 hour's time. If you're not out,
1 hour.
Okay, that's fair.
they'll circle back around, and they'll keep circling until you're out of the temple. They'll keep the ship moving, maneuvering it out. So it's the ship takes damage whenever it's moored because it's secured in place, and the pulling and on the rig and stuff really does damage it. Sailing through the storm is less harmful to the ship, so they can do rounds.
That's
Right,
fine.
also
Okay.
will say that
Mhm.
the familiar lasts for 24 hours, so if I'm in an area that can tell the familiar to go and give you a message, then I will do that as well.
Something to handle when we get there. Sure, cross the bridge when we get there. But that's sort of the plan that they come up with, you guys.
Works.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's a nighttime raid.
So you have a choice of a nighttime raid of between 2 entrances. Which one do you pick?
Front entrance.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Through the front doors.
So right,
Like, welcomed guests.
are you taking your vulture with you then, right?
Yeah, Vulture's coming with you. Starlight's going to stay on the ship, but that's alright.
Of course, no problem. You have control over that token as they drop you off below.
Cool.
Yes. The ship departs, disappearing into the storm to return to later time as you are left amid the bone-strewn sands.
Is that new? That little lightning thing that I see on that door? Is that like a new thing with Roll D20?
The door used to be open. Now it's closed and there's arcing lightning all over it. A ward of some sort.
Oh boy.
Sand beneath my feet. I'm gonna have to tell you this later how you're supposed to properly sand walk.
Irrhythmically.
Interesting technique.
Yeah.
A warning, Julia, as you weren't here last time we came, but sometimes, like our one of our previous members, Melina, when she was struck by one of these creatures, she was cursed in some way that she bled sand. So do be aware.
If I remember correctly from once being a man of faith, I think paladins have a way to dealing with something like that. Curing a disease.
Quite possibly.
A disease, yes. What about a curse?
Didn't know if it was a curse or a disease.
Fair enough.
Curses are a bit more difficult to deal with. But Melina's resourceful. I'm sure she would have handled it by now.
Also, Winston, there is a chance to help you out with that little red rash you got there, maybe. Maybe the oasis went to. It helped with petrification. It might help you with that.
Oh, good idea. One with a talking tree.
Yeah.
It is a really good idea.
That's a great idea.
Julia Gulia, roll me perception, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Your group continues to discuss whatever it is discussing. You're sort of half tuning it out, just letting your ranger senses tingle. As you're looking out onto the desert, you can see that the bones strewn throughout begins to animate pieces of together. Sort of like that scene from the Iron Giant when all the bolts come together, the bones just kind of clink and clatter together into shapes, and you begin to see forms arise out of the sand. As your group looks toward the water door, you are being flanked by the undead from behind as they rise from the sands.
Yay.
Oh.
What do you do?
Sandy undead. It looks gross.
Well, however you guys came in through the door last time, find a way to do it, because we're getting intruders on our trail here.
Everybody gets an action before I get an action. We're essentially in initiative, taking turns back and forth.
All right. While we're deciding the actions, just so that we're clear, the door does have some sort of shimmer, some sort of arcane glyphs.
Well, not so much arcane glyphs, but definitely like arcing magic lightning, sort of arcing to and through on the door. Some sort of energy flowing through it.
Well, who here can handle the door? I'll help Julia stand guard.
Did anyone consume the potion of lightning resistance?
I got.
Not I.
I can absorb. I can absorb an element.
Do you not still have some of that from your encounter with the dragon?
No, it's only lasts for one round.
Oh, okay.
Listen, dispel it, find a way to get through it, something, strength, I don't care. I don't want to die in this spot, in a little fucking entryway. That's not how I'm going out.
Can I try and sort of identify if the lightning is some kind of like is like some kind of arcane lock?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me Arcana. Easily done.
Would these tools with like intelligence be able to help here?
Arcana is intelligence.
Right, but I don't have proficiency in Arcana.
Naya would help you out.
Okay, that would be Naya's action for this round. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Well, Julian, go ahead and roll with advantage. That's what I'm saying. Because you're giving him the help action.
Okay.
15. This is a remnant of the dragon's breath infused into the door, essentially making it arcane locked. You would probably be able to pick lock this with your tools if you're very lucky. The doors can otherwise be also destroyed, essentially destroying whatever. Sorry, words are escaping me. The magic is clinging to the stone. If you destroy the stone, the magic will dissipate.
Gotcha.
The choice is
You
yours.
can either try to very carefully pick these, unlock it, or brute force our way through it.
So, with that being said, we have Riot, we have Julia, we have Winston. What are your actions, guys?
Riot will cast Moonbeam.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and target a zone.
And I'm just sorry, it's been a little while since I've cast this. 5 foot radius. We have a cool new little tool
We sure do.
circle.
Can I see it though? Because I don't see anything. Oh, that's cool. Does it remain there, or do you? Yeah, as
I'm
soon
just
as
trying to figure it out.
it's okay. I'll just put this down for now. But it's good to know that there's markers around. If 5 foot diameter is this big, so where would you like it? Just ping the map.
I'll put it over this guy. The one on the left.
The one on the left. Fair enough. You moonbeam the creature. Go ahead and roll that. I believe damage it takes first time on a turn. It enters it, right?
2d10 radiant.
It is not shapeshifter, therefore it doesn't take any effect that would, prevent it from earth gliding towards you fiendishly. But
Sorry, the tools are. I'm using the new UI that they have, and it's a little different. 2d10. It takes 8 damage.
okay, you hear a rasping as it begins to burn up with this radiant energy. That is your action as you're trying to deter it. 8 radiant.
And I will stay in the edge of the door behind Winston.
Fair enough. Winston and Julia, what are your actions?
Oh, you go ahead, Winston. Anthony, you're muted.
Sorry, my roll 20 was acting up. I'll take one step forward, and my action I'm holding an action. If any of these undead get within striking distance, I'm just gonna start decapitating.
Okay, you're gatekeeping then. That's fair enough.
Yep.
That is everybody's actions. Alrighty.
I haven't done my.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, and it's first of the round technically. So.
Yeah, my action is just gonna be. I'll put some arrows into this one then, so it's just getting closer.
You can see like earth gliding toward you through the hot sands. One with the sands, it just glides toward you, toward stone. You take aim.
And I will do just normal bow attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a bad one.
So the first arrow, the first 2 arrows do hit mark, but you see the arrows being consumed in hot sands, and actually as they begin to like envelop in its form, you see the arrow shaft catch on fire.
Oof.
I believe you get a third arrow.
Yeah, I have a third arrow. Let's do it again.
21 hits for 12 damage. As you see, I'm sorry, Nick. As you see the third arrow lands in its skull, cracks inside, and then just like through the eye socket, it begins to absorb into it and burn up. It uses reaction to reduce the damage, but I'm sorry, it's how I rolled. Taking no damage from that arrow.
You better get that door open. I swear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julian, do you think you can open the door? Do you need any help from any of us to open the door?
If you can help, I'd appreciate it. I'm certain I can open it.
Sir Winston, you get your reaction as one of them glides toward the elven woman, feeding it arrows. Is your roll 20 acting up real bad?
Oh,
Muted again.
Natural
Oh my
one.
gosh.
natural
Here
one.
we go. Sorry about that.
It's good.
Guys,
Yeah, I was. Yeah, here we go. That's what I rolled.
Look, you're not wearing that dagger.
Okay. Beginning its turn in the moonbeam, it already took damage this round, so it moves out of it as to not end its turn there. And Earth glides toward you, Sir Winston. Let's see here. Makes 2 slam attacks against you. Its sandy fists streaming toward your eyes. Natural 1 for the first one, and a 13. The sand just collides against your armor, and you can feel the metal heat up, and you look down, and it's like orange. Hot orange in places.
Oh dear.
That's it.
It's heating up the metal.
Yeah, the sand collides with it, and it's like furnace sand colliding with you.
Jeez. It's about to get toasty in here.
You look at the various sand and rock it's infused to, the bone infused to, and it's also wearing this like molten armor on it. The armor is like paladine in design, or like maybe that of a fighter or some other adventure like met their end here and just sort of infused all together into this molten form. At any rate, that is the end of their turn. We are back towards the rest of the group. You guys can act with a shared initiative. What do you guys do? I'm dying over here, Jesus.
I would grant Julian Bardic Inspiration.
Neat.
That's a D8.
Is that a D8?
That's a D8.
Riot would move his moon thing to on this creature right here.
Reroll damage. Do I have to make dexterity saving throws against it, by the way, or any saving throws?
I think you get make something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
You
Bardic.
start your turn.
I actually sort of like the group taking initiative at the same time. It's a little bit chaotic, but it's also like kind of Baldur's Gate-y, where like things happen same time.
Con save.
Constitution saving throw. I'll give you the first one for free, no problem. But let's see here. 19.
Yeah, it survives.
I mean, half damage, right?
Yep.
Roll it.
So take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Do they seem weaker to radiant damage because they look undead?
They are not undead.
Fuck.
They do use bone in their structure, metal, sand, but this is a thing constructed of nature, a construct.
Man,
I'm gonna try
I
and
think I'm
open
going
this
to
door.
actually try to figure out what kind of nature, like if it's corrupted nature.
I mean, yeah, that's a good guess as any. You want to like roll me a history check real quick?
Yeah.
As
so-
well, while Julian figures out what he's doing on his turn with that bardic inspiration.
I'm trying to open the door. I'm gonna pick the lock. Try to pick the arcane lock.
Go ahead with that bardic inspiration. Go ahead and pick the lock. Excuse
Roll
me.
13 on history.
So Julian,
I'll add the 1d8 just in case. 4.
24 altogether.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, as you turn the tools in your hand, you hear the lock unlock with a click, and then the warding sigil bursts outwards. You take 13 lightning damage that clashes against your chest, but the door unlocks.
And like audibly gasping, like pulls his hands back, he's like flicking his wrists, like fuck.
Mhm.
And but he'll call out, the door's unlocked, we can go through.
Okay, Riot, you glance at these creatures one last time. These creatures, you're not sure about how to pronounce their name, because I'm not sure how to pronounce their name. Apraxus? I call them sand dredges. And that's what most people who travel the desert call them, sand dredges. They're created through dark ritual that merges a corpse with desert sands. But this creature gives them the benefit of being a construct. Not so much necromancy, but constructing out of stone and sand. Through soul infusion, the ritual used to create this creature calls for infusing damned souls into the sand, and would be creators regularly make bargains with demons to acquire this unique component. Oftentimes, the deal goes poorly for the creator, leaving the resulting creature to wander the deserts without a master. These are remnants of somebody who has lost control of these creatures. They're abyssal, they're intelligent, they're damned souls filling this vessel. Given intelligence, its constructed form keeps it loyal, making it a valuable asset should it have a creator. Alas, these are ravaging and free.
Wow. All right. Right, we'll tell everybody. Careful, they're pretty smart there. They're kind of like us. They just went through a very hard time. There's nothing we can really do besides destroy them or run.
And then the boom and the crackle of lightning behind you illuminates you for a moment as Julian cries out, the door is open. And the rest of you get your actions.
All good.
We get to run in.
If you so wish.
Oh god. Oh, Clea Barnett.
As you open the doors, for just the briefest moment, you see a spectral figure of Bardette, but as she turns her face, instead of her familiar face, you see she's wearing like this porcelain mask. A death face, and then she vanishes. The room beyond is as collapsed as you remember, slightly dark, extinguished braziers give very little sight, save for the ones of you with dark vision. Sort of dominating the room are these two living storms that spiral throughout, these living hazards.
Fuck, we got more company inside the room. Might as well deal with these sand people.
The choice is yours. Julia, Gulia, and Winston did not get an action yet as the other part, the members are running through the door. So
I'll follow behind you, Julia. You and Riot. I'll follow behind you.
Okay.
Wanna go through and close the door behind us?
I mean, we could try closing these front doors if we can just get through and bar it, and then just focus on what's ahead of us. But I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to come back here, and then the one that's taken the moonbeam damage, I'm going to shoot that one.
Sorry, Winston.
Try to make an opening for Winston or something. Let's do this. Let's just do.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's live.
Let's live. Let's
do longbow. A
That
14
hits.
and a 13.
Let's live.
So
How boring.
both hit. You hear the crackle of bone as you begin to cave in the skeleton. It's yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. That should be 20 damage for the first one. I forgot to turn on sharpshooter. I'm a fucking idiot.
That's fine. So 20 reduced by 1 for 19 damage for the first hit.
Did you say the second hit or no?
Second hit.
Okay,
for 9.
then that would be 19.
19? Because sharpshooter? Okay.
These are both sharpshooters.
I'll trust you on that. Okay, fair enough. It's slowed down, crumbling. Cave didn't have the skull that disappeared into the sands, and your arrows burn up, your ammunition spent, and the creature begins to slough off its on a slice, fighting legs. It's not long for this world.
I hope that helped you. Let's get in here.
Right, we'll move back a little bit as well.
Sure thing. Winston, you just holding ground for now?
I was just seeing what the movement would be. If everybody's running in there, what I would do is I would take one. This is. Oh, I'm getting used to the new UI too here. This guy is the one you hit with the arrows. Who's on his last leg?
This
No,
one.
I hit this one.
Oh, that guy.
Left.
I want to take
Left.
one swing at him, see if I can't finish him off, so then he doesn't.
Going for a coup de grace. Go ahead. You're trying to hit for an AC of 13 here.
Let's go, big boy swing.
9.
No.
Unfortunately, your sword does hit. It's not a hard target to hit, but as it does so, you're hitting the soft sand that works through it, and when your sword reaches the other end of the monster, your blade is like red hot. You have 1d4 fire damage to your blade. You have dipped your weapon in fire. I love Baldur's Gate and teaching me. I love cool things.
I am. Let's say 1d4. There we go. 2 damages.
Yeah, you can just not do roll d4 after. Yeah.
Let's. So if I quench this thing, does it become more powerful?
If anything, you'll brittle your blade if you're going with realism. So let's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, this is Fortune Fire. I'm gonna run Up this way. Still trying to make sure I'm between the enemies and my team because they still haven't gone through the door yet. And then, yeah, whatever opportunity attacks.
I do believe 24 will hit you for a mere 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
My dragon treats have been extended.
Sort of glow. You run toward the rest of your group there. This is weird. Why are the squares weird? Okay, there we go. Right, roll me damage again for the undeady here who's in your... You rolled natural 20, but he still takes half damage from your moonbeam.
2 damage! I'm
That's-
rolling like shit.
It's fine. You're wearing it, whittling it down. They then, in turn, rush after you. The doors being left open. One of them rushes in your wake. Winston is gonna
You
go
gotta
ahead.
shut the door.
Well, get the door's on the other side of Naya. Get through that door.
What about the front door?
Fuck the front door. Shut the second door.
The creature like violently whips around, and a sand whip sort of like extends out of its hand to claw out at each of you. This is going to be Julia, Julian, Riot, and Sir Winston. Go ahead and make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Yes, sir.
Anybody
I
who,
do not like my rolls today.
yeah,
Anybody got an amulet for that? You know?
Don't you have your paladin aura, or is that with it? Or no, you haven't rolled. No, never mind. You're a roll natural 1.
Oh,
Never mind.
right. Paladin Aura, 16 for my save.
Yeah, you guys get +2.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction. Have Winston reroll the saving throw.
Gracias.
Because that's a
Alright.
lot of damage.
take the damage as appropriate. The DC was 13.
There we go. Oh, thanks for that reaction.
That's
We take 17 damage?
half.
17 slashing damage and an additional 14 fire damage, or half if you saved against it.
Everyone's
Wow.
Plus
Everyone
7
take
for
half.
15 damage.
This one over yonder, you see him disappear around the corner, and you hear a similar whip as these sandy claws scrape against stone, and then hit something that emits a sound.
Head?
Vulture will go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, but I don't think it matters. It's a lot of damage against 5 HP. I just want to roll it to be fair.
Actually, him?
Nope. Vulture's dead, I'm pretty sure, because even if I roll at least if I roll all ones, I'll roll 6. Just for funsies. Yeah. So you feel your spell drop.
That's fine, I can get it back.
It will use the rest of its movement to then chase you into the hall here, ending its turn there. It's back to you, the group.
Get through the door.
see that the group is
Mhm,
struggling
mhm.
and trying to give it a little bit, or getting a bit, trying to make it through the door. She would raise her hand and conjure up a extremely loud sound and cast shatter. Beautiful circle. Shatter is 10-foot radius.
I'm gonna say you hit both targets without hitting your allies.
Yep.
Okay. Doors also take damage. Go ahead and roll it. As a thunderous boom emanates forth, you see the sand upon the floor spread out, bones sprawn upon the steps of the temple, shatter to dust. And you guys, I don't know if you ever fired a gun in a 15 by 20 foot room, but it does send your ears are ringing as the doors shatter
Ouchie.
and break. I'm making Constitution saving throws here. Okay. Click on. Reaction.
The first one takes half damage. So the first one takes 7, and the second one takes full at 14. Minus whatever their abilities are. So the first one took
Come on in, Megan. So your spell takes effect as you shatter outwards. They shimmer for a moment, and before slowly, the one at the very front reforms very sluggishly. It's barely standing here. As you damage them both, and you essentially destroy these front doors here. Brazier will take the same amount of damage, but it survives. It's a metal brazier.
I would just be like, come on, guys, let's go.
Yep. Julian's gonna move through the doors. He's gonna conjure a translucent psychic blade and throw it at this one that seems to be barely standing.
Mm-hmm. Now, while you guys are treating this as a common encounter, you can also treat it as a skill challenge and keep running. Essentially rolling like athletics, stealth, dispel magic, or whatever tools you have in mind. Up to you. But if you want to use your daggers, go ahead and roll for that to hit. 23 hits.
I don't have dispel magic.
With psionic,
There's an extra 4 damage that shouldn't be there. That's
your blade sinks into the foam, and then with a psionic blast, it is no more. You destroy it.
nice.
Whatever sand was
And
made
then,
of slowly sinks into the ground, disappears below the stone. Becoming
Mine's
one.
gonna move just beside the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come through, and then close the door behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement.
Yeah.
35 feet to get over here.
From where you're standing there, Julie Gully, you can see through those gaps, the floor descends maybe 30 feet into what your darker vision can see at bottom.
Anything lurking around down there?
No, you don't see any movement, but you do, like, it's just, it's not a void, you do see it at bottom.
Okay.
Maybe like the trickling of water as if like an underground aqueduct of some sort.
Is there any way to
One
bar?
step.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Is there any way to bar the door?
Yeah, up to you to bar the door. How would you like to bar the door?
Yes. That's okay. So is there like your cross beam that I can lower down onto some brackets? What are my options here?
Well, the door does not have any crossbeams. It doesn't have handles per se, but you can barricade it if you want. Like put something heavy in front of it, and it will not push open.
What kind of heavy stuff do we see laying around?
You see there is a big looking brazier. There are the statues to either side of you.
I'll drag the brazier.
Okay.
Drag the brazier over.
Sure thing.
Mr. Whirlwind.
Mr. Worldwide.
Oh shit!
How much movement do you have?
Oh, how much movement do I have?
Yeah, to the brazier. How much movement do you have?
I have plenty of movement. So I do not like these squares. It takes up too much vision. So I can get there. In
You can
15.
revert back to the old UI. Yeah.
How do you get the new UI? Oh wait, it's right there in options. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I got 40 feet of movement total. So I'm sure I can walk over there, grab that, and drag it back.
Yeah, you can walk over 25 feet and then drag it back here and then drop it. Yeah, for sure. It is a heavy ass.
Oh, up there. I thought you pointed at something else.
I thought we were talking about the brazier. What were you talking about?
Yeah. I didn't realize. I thought I saw a click here, and I thought that you were telling me this was the brazier.
My clicks are white. Just in the future. I don't know what people are bringing around, but my clicks are white. Using your movement, you break and your action to drag over with your sheer strength the brazier you place against the doors and brace. It is reinforced. I'm assuming you guys lock it in that way. Anything else you guys do?
To help with like the door or anything, can I just toss him a crowbar that I have?
I mean, yeah, but there's no. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna increase the DC by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
you
there's
can.
like a slit or anything, you just wedge that.
Yeah, you find one, and I'll increase the DC to open the door by 5. Yeah, you wedge it in there.
Well, they're handles. You can just throw it in your hand.
Yeah, it happens. You guys do that. Yes.
I'm gonna take a full action, really take my time to drink and digest a potion of greater healing.
Go for it.
Yeah, so that's 20.
So you guys, if you want to cross this chamber, are subjected to a skill check to pass. Some examples of what you guys can do: athletics check to like sprint past the dust devils and into another room entirely. Intimidation, perhaps, to frighten the air elementals out of attacking you. Stealth to sneak past the air elementals unnoticed. It is a dark room. Despite this brazier being here on a map stuck because I can't remove it, it is unlit.
Would it be possible to combine more than one of these skills? So, like, if one person wanted to try using athletics to just run as fast as possible, like, I could use as a distraction to try and stealth?
You can do one skill at a time before I get to react. That's what a skill challenge is, yeah.
What's on your mind, Julian?
All of you.
I think I'm gonna try and sneak around these guys.
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
Sneaky.
Okay, fair enough. You can move through the room up to your movement speed without suffering, without being subjected to the dust devils, as they focus on your teammates rather than you as you slink to the shadows.
Right, whispers. I can run the whole room in one go.
Did you say this room is darkness or?
There's no
light
braziers
source at all?
illuminated. The wind has taken out the braziers here.
Okay.
But you have dark vision.
Yeah, if
We can't leave Winston behind. He doesn't have dark vision.
Wait, Winston doesn't?
Wait, Winston, do you have dark vision?
Of course he does.
I'm an orc.
Ah. Everyone has it.
But if you want to hold my hand, still hold hands.
I'm gonna move Julian to the other side of the room, just making him crash.
Rat's gonna see how stealthy he is.
He is pretty stealthy. He manages to not draw attention to himself. Instead, attention is drawn toward you guys.
Riot rolled a 21 for stealth.
You manage to slink unnoticed into the shadows as well.
Riot will move with Julian.
I'm ready to use her action this turn.
I'm going to also stealth. If this creature relies on dark vision, I'm invisible to it.
Easily done. It's automatic success. You can rule for funsies if you want, but it's an automatic success.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Oh, my client is not doing
There we
well
go.
with this.
That's how far I can move.
Or you guys also crashing?
Yeah, I can't.
Alright, I just switched back to the normal UI.
I don't have any animations on the map at all.
Yeah, it's just a new UI.
Fair enough.
Let me switch over. Out of here.
As you guys are contemplating your moves, you hear the sound of shifting sands as through the slits of the door, this creature slips and shifts through as earth glides through the door.
I know what I want to do. I just need the stupid roll 20 to come back up.
Of course. I'm just describing things as it happens.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, so as this thing is slipping through the door, I would have already started to take off the same way everybody is, but I'm not going to take a stealthy approach. I'm going to run.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
a thingy inside the door.
What?
Is that?
Winston, what are you doing?
I'm running. I'm going to use. All right. I'm going to use aggressive feet to run 25 feet towards this guy. But in that movement, right before I get within his range, I want to jump over him. I want to jump over him.
Yeah, you can do that.
Over the dust. All right. Sorry, hold on. Well, 20 closed my character sheet. I got to pull it back up. All right, my jump. So this would be a running long jump.
Can you dash while stealthed?
20 feet.
Yeah, you jumped
then-
20 feet.
Am I unable to?
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to just run. Crap. Here. What is happening? Give me a moment. Roll 20's just sucking.
Yeah, I'm having problems with it right now. I switched over and fucking crashed everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm going
double
back to the old one.
Yeah, I can double my movement to get to the door up here.
Yeah, and I can dash. I just can't do it right now.
Alright, we'll keep on moving.
Does everybody enter the door to the north, or is everybody acting on their own?
No,
I'm heading to the.
We're all moving to the door north.
Yeah, north.
Alrighty then.
When the door's open, right, can just bolt right through.
You, Winston, reach there first with your sheer athletic speed, and you go shoulder first into the door. Do you want to roll me 2d4 bludgeoning damage?
I will. I don't want to, but yeah.
Would you like to bash into the door, or are you trying to like...
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, we'll make it exciting. I like it. 2d4. Make it a little theatrical.
I don't want to dictate what you're doing. I'm just going by what I'm saying here.
I think that you made
Fair
my
enough.
turn better
Fair enough.
with the door smash.
All right. You smack, and you see one of the doors becomes smacked inwards. It's not quite broken through, not breached through yet, but you're definitely are doing damage to it. Through the slit that you've generated, you can see the flicker of flame light. Braziers beyond.
Is it open?
It's not open, but it is damaged to the point where you can see like cracks in the stone and a slit beyond.
Huh.
Casting light into the room.
Door's locked. Door's locked.
Right, would
Is it
see
locked?
Bart.
Does it have a lock?
It is jammed in place. It doesn't have a keyhole or anything, but it seems to be jammed in place. Riot, you round the corner and you see Burdette's form once more. She seems to look at you, then look behind her shoulder toward a inert-looking like stone golem in the other side of the room, and then she walks toward it, through it, and out of sight.
Right, would whisper real quick before she ran away. We're coming, we're just seeing what's in the north. We know there's some celestial here. We'll be there for you, just hold on.
The constructs are gaining pace, and at this point, as you step through, and with the immense sound of the smacking of shoulder pauldrons against door, the dust devils begin to close in upon you as well. Riot and Nia, please make me a strength saving throws.
Oh, I'm still 21, god damn it. Saving throw? Fuck. 12.
Okay, the both of you take 23 bludgeoning damage, but you're thrown 20 feet across the room toward Winston by a gust of wind generated by these the demons as they close in rank upon your group.
Ah, shit.
That is my enemy's actions.
Right, we'll hit the tablet here that says in memory of Godric, Oakenstone, hero of the Second Age, and all you see is blood come out of his mouth. And I guess I need to make a con save now.
Against your... Yeah, I guess it doesn't spell somewhere out there.
Oh no.
6, I lose it.
Lose what?
I lose my concentration spell, and I'm... Where's that? Oh. There we go.
Already forgot that we didn't completely heal up, right? Just tell me something.
No, right, was completely healed. He's just literally taken... He was at 63 plus 6 temporary hit points. He's now down to a third health.
In case I'm not clear, it is back to the group's turn. What do you guys do?
I'm just gonna try and push the door open.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check with advantage.
Okie dokie. Turn that down. Come on, athletics.
With the door already half broken, you seize at its weak point and just tear it out of its sloth. And as you do, you expect it to just crash upon the floor into brittle dust. Instead, it just smacks against the opposite wall and then levitates there like gravity does not obey once more in this room. With your increased jump speed, you're able to glance and leap into the room and have a glance at what's beyond it. Let me see here. Just changing up the music a little bit for a change of scenery. This large curved room is lit from many overhead mirrors that reflect shafts of light downwards onto this circular dais where a huge leonine form lays curled. As the last of you enter the solarium, the creature's eyes flare with light. You feel the ones of you at the back of the group being pushed into the room. You resist as this creature seems to pull you into the sanctuary.
No, if it pulls me, I'll go.
Right, it's not going to resist.
As you let go your claws from the floor, you are dragged into the room. The Dust Devil makes an opportunity attack. Rolling a 12
Really?
plus.
Even though I'm being pulled, I'm not moving.
You're correct, I suppose. It is forced movement.
Yeah, force movement.
You're trying to kill me without me moving on purpose? I would say actually disengage, motherfucker.
Right, it was a trap the whole time.
As the last of you enter the solarium, the creature's eyes flare with light, and you find the doors behind you reform. The brittle stone reforming, mending into a solid piece of wall. The door no more. It is just you and it in the circular chamber. You get a moment of respite.
Well, what happened back there? You guys easily slay a blue dragon, and then now we're having trouble. I thought you guys said you cleared this place out.
Right, just cough, split up.
Did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay.
Split at night. Okay, what time?
I think we need to tend to riot.
Well, there's a big giant beast in front of us.
Riot will look up at the Sphinx and ask, "Are you the one I heard in my head the last time we were here?"
Yes. Seeketh thou wealth for power, or knowledge of the desert flower, the allure of gold, the shine of brass? Answer now for thy trespass.
Riddles.
Riot would say he personally seeks knowledge. He knows that nature has been corrupted. Melora's gift in the oasis that we found. Its strength and power doesn't go beyond the greenery. I want to know why. I want to see if I can do something to heal the land. While wealth and power does aid us in surviving, clearly whatever we've brought with us has barely allowed me to survive even just stepping through the front gate once more.
I take wealth.
I seek power. Might.
I would probably go with power.
Inscrutable, the creature turns its face to face Nia last.
I am always seeking knowledge.
From times past, calamity asunder, The land is scarred. Healing it. Well, greater creatures than you have tried. But riddle me this, adventurers, if you hope to be free. What means everything to you, and yet nothing to me?
Brett looks at the group. Our lives.
Your life. Roll me initiative.
Oh.
What?
I was gonna say gold. I thought this had a real answer.
No, Ryan was just talking to people around him. He wasn't talking to Sphinx.
Unbelievable.
I thought the answer was gonna be gold. I was like, he probably doesn't care about gold, and we care a lot
Riot,
about that.
Riot just Stay Puft marshmallowed us. That's what just happened.
Kind of, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Clear your mind, Ryan. Clear your mind. Oh, yeah. No, you chose our destructor. Cool.
Welcome to the Sphinx's trial. You've been warned about this. You've read about this. Hopefully, you've prepared.
No, I wanted to sleep because all my spells were for other shit. I don't have any healing spells or anything. I wanted to sleep.
I guess you're gonna be an attack bot then.
You used your last spell slot on a moonbeam?
No, my spell slots, like, literally my spells, I'll tell you what spells I have. Basically, my spells were Goodberry, Guiding Bolt, Cure Wounds, Absorb Elements, Fairy Fire, Speak with Animals, Detect Magic, Earthbind, Animal Message, Moonbeam, Revivify, Tidal Wave. Like, they were to find our beasts of burden and help us get to this place. I wanted to sleep so I could change out all my spells.
Yeah, he's the druid, he gets to do that. I don't get to do that.
Julia Gulia, you face a creature, perhaps for the first time in your adventurings. What do?
Well, it's a fight you're looking for. It's a fight you got, babe.
A test comes in many forms. You want power, earn it.
Then it comes down to if my violence can beat yours. And then as she says that, 3 arrows all together in her bowstring. These will all be made with advantage. So first one.
Okay.
God damn it! I keep forgetting to.
What's the total?
Sharpshooter. That sharpshooter and sneak attack on that one.
Sneak attack from where?
I have sneak attacks. I'm a rogue.
I understand, but you have no ally next to Sphinx. Neither are you. Do you have advantage?
It's attacking with advantage.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm learning too. Okay.
So it's 13 plus 10. Alright, hold on. Slash roll. I'll just add it in manually. 7, so that's 20, 30 damage total.
What? Sorry, you didn't. Maybe I misheard me. What's your total to hit?
20.
Shield.
Okay. And then she'll continue with the next 2 arrows. 23.
23 hits and beats your arrow.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, it beats.
No, you're good. I just keep forgetting to check these things off.
It's okay. Your first arrow just rebounds off the magical shield that generated around it with its wings, and then, like, as it laxes its wings, you take advantage of a weak spot and it penetrates through. What's the damage?
It'll be 27, because, god damn it.
Non-magical, correct?
No, it's magical. I have a longbow that's magical.
Gotcha.
So that would be 17 there. And then let me make sure, because I'm using that from before, make sure I have this checked off, because this is fucking up. And then this one will also be made with sharpshooter. Or natural 20.
Oh, critical hit. That hit, that. Yeah. Sorry.
So
Get excited and make myself cough.
And that's an additional 28.
I'm just adding a layer action token just so we can track it as well.
Actually, hold on, one more, and that was my Dread Ambusher for an additional 4 damage.
So what's the total? 18 plus 4? 20...
28, 32 on that last one.
32. Big hit. Nice.
Wait, 32? With 18 plus 4?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. I counted for it.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay.
The lair has an action?
Yeah. As you see her swing her wings about to cast a shield and concentrate upon it, she then turns to the rest of your group who have not attacked her yet and asks, always present, ever sought, always hunted, never caught. While we are waiting, it reveals our lives, something for which man constantly strives.
Right, just puts his hands over his mouth, just not saying anything.
If you insist, the rest of you guys each get one chance to answer.
Oh god.
Isn't it fate or destiny? One of those
Or time.
extra things.
Fate, destiny, time, Julian, and Sir Winston.
Yes, my BBs.
If I know.
I'll give you a minute each.
Mortality.
Yeah. Something never caught.
Freedom.
You get one answer. Make it fair.
That's what he's gonna say, freedom.
Oh, okay, fair enough. While you're thinking all the while, these like constellations swing about this solarium, various gilded instruments above her head revolve around your answer.
What did everybody else say so far?
I said time.
What? Right?
Destiny.
Right, said freedom.
Life?
Life. Julian? Is he talking? Is he muted?
I'm
What's
gonna
going on?
say-
Okay.
Immortality.
Okay. I will take destiny as an answer. The answer was future, the knowledge of the future or the rain. As she goes to cast a spell and you utter the answer, you dispel her spell in turn. She does not cast foresight.
Oh dear god.
Nia, it is your turn.
Good job.
I guess we're attacking and stuff like that. But as this creature seems to be able to cast spells and whatnot, Naya is going to take her turn to take out her lyre and it's not really cast, but use counter charm to protect her companions for the rest of till her next turn.
What does counter charm do?
There.
You gain the ability to use musical notes and words of power to disrupt mind influencing effects. As an action, you can start a performance that lasts. Oh my god, my voice is gonna be dead tomorrow. Advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. Okay, fair enough. That is your action. Anything else on your turn?
And as a bonus action, she will grant Winston Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Julian.
I'm
Oh, how
gonna
delightful.
try to cast Fairy Fire. Thanks.
There you go. It's a good one.
Dexterity saving throw. DC 16.
It does not move, ever stoic, ever inscrutable. It stands there like a statue. As you cast a spell upon it, it doesn't seem to be even bothered by that aspect.
Right. Then
It is fairy fired.
move right here. Again. Fuck. My screen just went black when I tried to move myself. I don't know if it moved.
You did.
Yeah, you move.
I'm gonna bonus action, cast my Hexblade's Curse on it. And that will be my turn. Place my Hexblade's Curse on it, and that's my turn.
Right.
Oh, he took my idea.
Hexblade's Curse? Yeah.
No, Fairy Fire. That's what I was gonna do.
I mean, it is a really good spell. Sorry, we both.
I don't have anything I would normally use on it, like for fighting. Riot. Well, I guess move 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and he'll cast Guiding Bolt, I guess, with advantage.
Go for it.
Oh god. 24 for 14 radiant damage.
That hits.
And bonus action, Archer. So you'll just see Celestial Bow will appear in his hands, and Celestial Stars will just appear over his body and ears.
As the starlight bounces off her wings and sends a few of her feathers flying into the air, she turns her face toward the rest of the group, and you can hear her voice reverberate throughout the room once more. I pass before the sun, yet I make no shadow. What am I?
The moon?
That's one answer. You see one of the celestial bodies above her head in the solarium eclipse a source of light from above, like a moon eclipsing the sun, casting a shadow upon Nia.
Is it
Really
the
gonna see where it is.
horizon? I mean, what's the thing called around here?
The equator?
I'm gonna just say the sky.
The atmosphere.
Julian,
Yeah.
you look up onto the starlit skies beyond as you answer, and it seems to wink back, but you don't see an affirmation upon her face as she continues to chant her spell. A rising
Sky.
gust begins to lift from the back of the room.
Is it wind?
As you pronounce the word wind, the rising gust dispels.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I was gonna say air.
I was thinking because you said the things are starting to form around her, but then we also had the elementals out front. I don't know if those two might be combined.
Okay.
Get the fuck! Look at me being a little fucking Riddler
Julian,
over here.
the Gynosphynx suddenly, from her statuesque form, cowls, leaps towards you, and grasps you in her claws for a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
27.
27 to hit.
I will reaction cast shield.
What's the total AC of yours with shield? Does it beat a 27 to hit?
30.
Yeah,
He's a
it's
30
28.
AC.
It's 28 with shield.
You motherfucker.
I thought you had 25 AC with
I
the
do not.
amulet.
I told you guys
23.
multiple times. I do not have 25 AC. I thought you were joking.
23.
No, it's just a meme. Okay.
I wish I had 25 AC.
Okay. Sir Winston.
28, and this guy wants all of our dragon nuggets. I don't think so. I'm going to run to get flanking if I can.
You have advantage no matter what.
You already
right
have-
now.
Oh, that's there
You
we
have
go.
2 advantages stacked.
Then I'll just
Do they stack
Sure.
though? I don't-
so I'll run there and
Does not suck.
I got a riddle for you. What's mean and green and swings really hard? And I'm gonna-
I do not know this. Ooh.
Do it.
How much to hit?
18 to hit.
Shield.
What's mean and green in a fighting machine?
Shield. All right, fine. Oh, do it again. Another.
Active.
You feel your
It's
weapon
active.
rebound against whatever arcane forces prevent you from hitting her. My voice could be so dead tomorrow. Holy shit.
Go get water, dude.
No, I'm fine.
Get some
Yeah,
water.
if you need to
Get
take
some-
a little.
I'm dedicated to the
You're just
I
drunk
got a
like an
couple water.
8-year-old girl.
Take a spoonful of honey. I think that's gonna be it for my turn.
Can we just talk about how Julia rolled such high initiative that she beat layer action initiative? Julia, top of round.
Okay. Repositioning a little bit. Doing like a little bit of a flourish as she like does a little bit of a twist at the same time pulling arrows out.
Uh-huh.
And she gives like just a small little like fey in Sylvan. She says to a little prayer to Corellion or Corlon, and she's gonna let loose another. Oh, excuse me. She's gonna first bonus action Hunter's Mark
Oh, nice.
onto the Sphinx.
Ye Sphinx.
Sphinx. Sure, I'll use this one. And then she's gonna rip 2 arrows. These will both be with sharpshooter. I have everything on that I need, finally fucking for once. And this will be made at advantage.
A shimmering shield still shimmers around her. 22, unfortunately, does not hit.
18. I am going to have Elven accuracy, and I'm going to re-roll that 18. To a 10, doesn't hit.
Unfortunately.
Alright. Second arrow. Letting loose. For a 15. That doesn't hit. And then Elven accuracy again. Well, bam.
Mere arrows don't seem to penetrate the shield of this divine guardian.
Ah. It's no good.
Hey, at least it's not 28.
True.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. And then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, fair enough.
You got a lot of spell slots. Okay, I can't
I-
keep this up.
I do not interrupt. I grow as I eat, but die when I drink. What am I?
What the fuck? I just watched The Hobbit over the weekend, and like how they
I
had
know.
that little game. I know, and I'm just like, ooh,
Right?
I like riddles, and then
I could be so good at
Oh,
that.
that's what my voice gonna be like tomorrow. Nasty little hobbit says. Ah.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like,
And
oh,
I did it.
Riddles from that
Fire.
As you say, fire, the smoke emanating the embers from her mouth begin to extinguish out.
I would have never guessed it. Fuck no.
Some job.
I was like, is it a tree?
Nia,
I know what it is. It's fire. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nia will basically with the motions of yelling at the top of her lungs unleash her breath attack. Where is it?
is a line hits her for a key.
You
Dexterity is not her best. She's statuesque in her regal form, rolling a
Con
12.
dex. Breath weapon is con. Wait, no, sorry, that's-
It stacks against the lightning one.
You're right.
She
it's
fails,
my con.
taking the 8 lightning damage. Strikes her in the chest. She remains stoic. This is merely a shrug of damage. Shruggable damage. She remains statuesque in her real form, but it hits.
And then Naya will move forward to here.
Okay. You see a scorch mark left at the far end of the room as some of that electricity still sizzles in the air, the smell of ozone filling the place. Ah, a brood of Brim Scythe. Julian.
Gonna move up to here. Gonna cast Green Flame Blade and attack with my Ruidium Dagger.
Okay. As you attack with your Rudium dagger, you feel it shudder in your hand as you strike forth. A psionic shockwave radiates through your arm. You miss.
Unfortunate.
Illithid spawn, touched by foul psionics. Away.
With that being said, gonna bonus action dash and move over here.
Right.
Ryan, seeing how this is all going, he looks over at the looks over at the Sphinx, raises up his bow and takes one shot at it, saying, "May Sahin guide my bow." Oh, advantage. Clicked. Sorry, form. 25 to hit for 10
25
radiant.
hits. She casts shield and it just penetrates through her shield.
And Riot will say, "Not all of us are spawns of something, or we are not bound by dark entities." And slowly, but very surely, Riot puts a hand on his chest, his wild shape drops, and you guys will see starlight kind of like etch over his entire body out of his hand, and slowly you will see this little kitty cat grow and grow and grow, arms changing into bestial arms like an ape. His head grows larger and his legs grow stocky as he casts polymorph on himself. But he still keeps his little kitty cat ears. But the one difference you'll see is on his entire back is a large moon of Sahin with starlight kind of like a silverback gorilla wrapping around his back, down his sides. On both of his fists, you'll see root tree stumps almost etched into the coloring of his fur, and on his feet as well. And Riot, I'll have to bring up the stats for an ape. Oh, you already have an ape thing there. Riot will run around her, and just grip his arms around her and try to wrestle her down to, like, submit her.
Here is trying to dominate her with your sheer strength. Here is the stat block for a giant ape.
Okay, do I hit edit sheet, use chronomancy, or create NPC? That just popped up to me.
What?
I have used the chronomancy, character chronomancy, create NPC, or edit sheet.
Oh, just create an NPC.
Use create an NPC.
Is it a giant ape?
Yeah, giant ape, yeah.
Cool.
Everything's 10.
What do you mean everything's 10?
All my attributes are 10.
Alright, dude. What are you doing? You're hitting her with your fist? You're trying to grapple her? I'll just roll for it.
Oh, there we go. Never mind. It actually worked. Sorry, I had
Okay.
to click off of that. I'm just doing a strength save, strength to try and grapple her. So it'd be athletics.
Athletics versus hers.
Oh, 9. Fuck. Sorry,
12.
I just made myself bleed. He beats me. Fuck's sakes. Riot's gonna be right behind her. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Alrighty then. For now, I'll put Riot on top of the token. Oh my god. Gynosphynx. I'm losing it, guys. Each morning, I appear. What's up?
I said it's almost 10. We can call it soon if we want to.
Do people want to call it?
I mean, your voice is strained already, and we can just pick up on the Sphinx's turn next.
Your call. I'm good to keep going.
It doesn't
feel
matter
like-
to me.
It'd be best to call it after combat ends. My opinion.
Yeah, if we want to go push it just a little bit, then we can.
Okay. Each morning I appear to lie at your feet. All day I will follow, no matter how fast you run. Yet I nearly perish in the midday sun.
Oh, Shadow.
It's your shadow.
You see your shadows vanish beneath your feet. Inches away from grasping at your very form.
Oof.
Speak my name, and I am broken. Seldom heard and never spoken.
Silence.
You see the braziers grow low. What begins and has no end, and ends all things that begin.
Where's Schmeagle?
What begins has no end.
Time.
That's what I was gonna say.
That checks out.
You all get a chance to answer.
I must not be right.
What
Can't think of
begins?
anything else besides time.
Everybody confident with time?
I mean, that's what I would go with. I feel like I said that
No.
but
What begins and has no end?
and ends all things. I'm gonna go with time, me personally.
Yeah, I can't think of something better at the moment.
As you agree upon the answer of time, a sphere of negative energy ripples out from Sphinx outwards, bursting in a 60-foot radius. Each of you make me a Constitution saving throw as she utters a word. Death.
I was gonna say age, but I was so close. I was on the right track.
Ugh. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oops. 16.
Ain't one.
You have your ape health though, so you're good.
I know.
She looks onto Riot's starry ape form. Oh my god. Larger than mountains, brightening the sky, twinkling within the owl's eye. Dimmer than candles, smaller than peas. Flickers never caught in an endless sea.
What? Where's that mountains?
God damn, how many riddles does this thing got?
Probably
Holy
one for
shit.
every spell.
Dimmer than
And this
candles.
is just right. We can't help him.
No, this is the group. She's just looking at Riot.
Oh, it's stars.
You see, right, your star form illuminate, growing too radiant, too bright, and then dim down, calmed by the right answer. I have nothing in. Oh my god. I have nothing inside me. Ah!
You don't
Her
have
voice
to
gives.
avoid
I
it.
can't.
Inside
I can't. The riddle
How's that water go
solved.
now?
You see her calm down and stride toward the center, hostile no more, as you have proven yourself. I can't go on, guys. Like, my voice is gone.
Why?
We're gonna call
start
it.
next week.
We're gonna call it a successful encounter here. I just want to keep going to see how far we can go before my voice gives. Originally, I planned with like, oh, they're gonna answer five riddles and it's gonna be a successful trial. But I want to keep going to see how long I can go. And I'm like, no, this is it. But that was fun.
5 now. Oh, you also didn't tell us if any of us took damage from her circle of death.
Well, I did list it. It's 29 necrotic.
29.
Yeah.
But what was the what was the
DC
DC?
16.
Or
Everybody's
half
made
if you
it.
save against a DC of 16.
Well, Riot takes
14 damage?
14 damage.
Right.
I'll have to leave this up.
I'm gonna say this: we'll pick up from next session. I'm gonna round it off so we're not just living very suddenly here. The Sphinx turns non-hostile unless you wish to destroy it, which is really the group's call. It informs you have succeeded in the trial of wisdom. Strength can be achieved by any adventurer, but wisdom, the proving of the reign, is achieved by few. She does two things. One, unveils a way out. And a way back. And informs you that passages prior inaccessible to you have been unlocked, for you have proven worthy of them. And we'll pick up from there next session, and maybe I'll have my voice then.
Oh, I'm just going to end off with Riot because he's now a dumbass ape because he literally thinks like an ape now. He's just looking at the Sphinx and just slowly petting it because he's like the same size as it right now. Riot has the mentality of a giant ape currently.
You can carry that
His
forward to next
intelligence
session, I believe.
He's a 7.
But no, I feel bad because my voice has given. I cannot narrate anymore at this point. But it was good shit.
You gave us 2.5 hours. That is awesome for someone who has next to no voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you enduring.
My endurance.
Yeah, we can always just take a week off too if you're hurting that bad, man.
Oh, I'm not hurting, dude. I know we can be fine. I think it's like working 12-hour shifts back to back to back, like 6 of them, and then just like not sleeping because of Baldur's Gate. So my body just rebelled and caught a cold, and I lost my voice.
You need
If I was
rest.
there, I'd be like, yo, here, man, here's your tea. Drink your tea. It'll make your throat feel better.
I self-medicate. Just for funsies, because I'm curious if you guys would have solved these. I have 2 more riddles I would have named, and you guys can just solve these for fun if you want.
Go
I
for
have
it.
this one, which I'm not even going to bother to pronounce, because God knows I can't talk anymore. And this one.
I have nothing inside me and everything inside me, and I grant the use of my virtue to all without charge.
I don't know that one. Fuck no.
Julian was onto something. Every time you guys said the right answer, it dispelled a spell of the same name. So every answer is actually a spell that she can cast, be it upon you or upon herself, to aid her in this combat. Also, you did not even bloody her.
Didn't think so. That's why I kind of went to like wrap my arms around her to try to like reduce the ability of her being able to attack people.
I love creatures that have so much health that when you damage them, it is the solution to fight if you keep going, I suppose, but they can just shrug off the damage like, I'm not hurt. Like, fighting you is tickling me. This is a path of wisdom, not strength here. I will kill you before you kill me. I love that sort of creature type. I don't know. Anyways. The inscrutable type. But with those 2 riddles,
Is it darkness? Black.
the last one is darkness, yeah.
Yeah, darkness. The
Oh,
last
man.
one.
I have nothing inside me is by far the hardest riddle. I think.
What's inside of me?
I feel something.
Heroism?
I have nothing
feel like
inside me does not really make sense for heroism.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
I have nothing inside me and everything inside me. And I grant the use of my virtue to all without charge.
Be like void or something.
Space.
Does void have everything inside it?
Yeah, it does.
It has nothing inside it. That's the definition of void.
But void
The
sucks
universe.
void sucks everything in.
You're gonna argue that void, by definition, which is nothingness, has everything inside of it. What has everything inside of it, but truly has nothing inside of it? When you think about it,
Singularity.
what seems to have everything inside of it, but really doesn't have anything inside of it, and is free of charge to use?
Existence.
What? When you look at it, it appears like everything exists within it, but really nothing, like existence, and doesn't really exist within it. And it's free to use. You guys are circling around the answer here, like.
Psych.
Okay, is this something, I think, because I know Melinda has one spell and she only used it, I think, once.
Do you want to answer? You can answer.
Banishment?
No.
Because, like, everything's there, but then it's gone.
A
But
mirror.
it was there.
A mirror.
Well, then instead of
Oh, a
void,
mirror.
it could be something like a mirror. That's really fun. And that
Yeah.
plays as well.
What are you doing, Whiskey? I know you threw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
This fluffy kitty has been meowing at me for the last, like, 5 minutes.
You're so fluffy.
Well, I hope you guys had fun, and I'm sorry you guys had to listen to me fucking rasp over here. I know it's gonna cringe, but I just want to have some D&D. I've been working for like 6 days straight. I just want something to relax with.
Well, I'm happy there. Today
Yeah.
was today your last day? Don't you have quite a few days?
I have 2 more days to go, yeah.
Shit.
I'm answering phones with this voice.
And you're such a good rep for the hospital, then?
Like, look, we are the picture of hell.
It sounds like they're calling like the Monastery of Death, like the morgue.
I was gonna say, are you the Grim Reaper?
Welcome to the Ottawa Hospital. How can I help you? I push my fingers into my ass.
It's okay.
Wow.
I deal with like French Canadian contractors. They all sound like that. So
Thanks for running the session, even though you weren't feeling great.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that chamber that you guys couldn't access with the Sphinx lock on it is going to be accessible going forward. The only thing that's lying between it and you is a bunch of stone golems.
Yeah, we have
Which
to go through and save
somebody's
our
got a lightning charge for.
and a big ape fists.
Remember, destroying them does not have to be the answer. You can retrieve the treasure quickly and escape. Don't die, heroes.
Is that the Sphinx telling us this?
Yeah. The Sphinx who lost her voice.
Just so that everyone is aware, Naya's gonna use her healing kit on herself.
Selfish.
Does anybody else want it?
Yes, you can touch yourself. Feel free.
I could use some healing. I think Riot could use some healing.
Riot's
Yeah,
in the
we
big
can all
ass
use
ape
it.
form right now.
Okay.
I can't use it on Riot because I used it on him
Okay.
after the dragon. So
I'll take some of that love.
So
I
that 17 is for her for Naya.
want to mention something regarding Julian's plan with Spider Climb. You do know it's a concentration spell, right? I realized something while playing Baldur's Gate and realizing it was a concentration spell. What happens if you're on the back of a dragon and you just drop concentration?
That'd be a problem. Yeah. Bye.
Get
I
flung,
grapple it.
flung the fuck off.
Better hope you can float.
Yeah.
No, he would be
Yeah.
hoping that Riot's gonna like fly after him as an eagle.
Yeah, which is funny. Also,
If you're
Nick, I
available,
really,
but
I did buy the parachute, but I ended up not buying the scroll.
yeah, okay. Nick, I realized that A is concentration, B, it can be used to break falls. I've leaped like 10 stories onto like spider webs and took no fall damage.
Nice.
So I actually could bypass some toxic fumes and shit. It's cool, just like how the game thinks of certain things.
Yeah, can you me as well, please? Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Have some
Night.
water first, maybe a little bit of honey, some herbal tea,
Maybe.
couple hulls,
Didn't help.
maybe put like a heating pad on your throat as you go to sleep.
For yourself,
Yeah.
never fall asleep with a heating pad on.
they should have an auto shut off. Should.
Yeah. I
Uh,
was just thinking of like heating up like one of those like beanbag things that go into the microwave. You just go to sleep with that on your throat.
By the by, if Melina was still cursed, the Sphinx has removed curse. It doesn't matter now because nobody's cursed, but I just find that fun how that's part of the design. How she can help. It's just nice.
And she didn't want to open the door.
I didn't want to come.
Well, Tom, when you do feel better and you're feeling bored, do you suppose you could maybe put a little chef's hat on my token? Because that'd be pretty neat.
Sure, I can get it done tomorrow after work or something.
Whenever. I just want to laugh at it.
It doesn't take me too long. I'm just gonna go straight to bed now though because I need it. My body needs to recover.
Yeah, for sure.
But this was fun.
All right, everyone.
Have a good night.
Well, see you later.